Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The new version 2.9.9.1 of the ML4W Dotfiles for Hyprland is now available. And the new version comes with a lot of new features, bug fixes and improvements. One of the highlights is definitely the full dark and light theme support. From the sidebar or with MWG look, you can toggle between a light and dark user interface, and all colors will still follow a color theme generated with Matugen, based on your current wallpaper. Another new feature is the new Sidepad. The new Sidepad is an experiment and is an interpretation of a scratchpad, but positioned on the left side of your screen. Can be toggled with the key binding and doesn't block access to the apps in the background. At the end of the video, I will show you how you can easily update your existing Dotfiles with the Dotfiles installer. And even more, with the Dotfiles installer, you can install different Dotfiles in parallel. You see, a lot to show. Let's jump in. Welcome to the desktop of the new ML4W Dotfiles for Hyprland in the version 2.9.9.1. And you see already here the new default wallpaper. So very nice red colors. And this generates also here great colors for the material color theme, because all colors are now generated with the material color theme. So Wallast is not needed anymore. So when we open, for example, a terminal, you see also here all colors come now from the wallpaper and generates a material color theme. Yeah, so everything is working here. Also on top, you see the updated Waybar modern theme available, and here at the bottom also improved theme for the NWG dock Hyprland. When we open here Nautilus, also here following now completely the material color theme. Okay, let's change the wallpaper. We do this with the new sidebar. You see here, this is the new layout of the sidebar. Some of the features have been moved here to the top, and the rest is now a bit more streamlined in the layout. We changed the wallpaper by clicking here on wallpaper, and we changed the wallpaper here to this one. And you see that all colors are adapting now to the new wallpaper color theme. Also here, when I open again Nautilus, the colors are following, and also here in the sidebar, here the colors are following now the new wallpaper. But that's not all, because the new ML4W Dotfiles comes now with a new light and dark theme switch. You see it here on the top left of the sidebar. When you click here, you will see that everything changed to a light theme. And not only the dock and the sidebar, also here on Waybar, it has changed to a light theme. When I open Nautilus, it's in a light theme. Yeah, when I open a terminal, it's now in a light theme. And you can change it whenever you like by clicking here the button again and change everything on the fly back to a dark theme. And that was difficult to implement because normally the different modules don't know from each other. So they don't know if something changed in the color theme. And I have created a listener, so a script in the folder listeners, and it's the GTK theme switcher. When I open this, you see that the script is listening to that settings file, the settings.ini. And when we scroll down, you see that I've implemented this with the inotify_wait command. The inotify_wait command can be set up to listen on a file change, on a folder change, on any modifications in the file system. And with that, the script will be executed as soon as the settings.ini file is changing. And this is what I do here. Yeah, so when I click here, I will change the settings.ini file, and this will regenerate the color theme, will relaunch the dock, Waybar, and so on. Yeah, this is the idea. And this also works then with NWG look. So it's currently set to prefer dark. And when I click here on light and click on apply, also here you see that the GTK3 file will be updated, and this triggers then that listener. And now we have a complete system-wide dark and light mode switch enabled in the system. Let's stay here for a while in the light theme and change the wallpaper again with super key Shift W. And you see already, also here in Kitty, the colors of the light theme slightly changed and follows now the material color theme. When you prefer, in general, the light theme, but you want to have a dark theme, a black theme here on Waybar, you can do this by opening the sidebar, then click on Waybar. On the settings switch, select Waybar theme and search for modern. And here you see that you have a modern black theme, and now everything is black. Let's change the wallpaper. And the same also on the white theme. Modern white, and here everything is white. And even if you switch to the dark theme, you see that the bar here on top, the Waybar, is still white, and this also looks very nice. So you can use what you prefer, what fits best to your wallpaper. Let's change the wallpaper again. This time here, yeah, also here everything is following except Waybar. Waybar is set to the white theme. And here is Rofi, the application starter, also improved in the background. So now the icons and the fonts are better aligned with each other and looks a bit more complete. Coming to the next big new feature. I've tested a lot so-called scratchpads, and there were a lot of pages that explain how to set up a scratchpad on Hyprland. It's based on so-called special workspaces where you can move a window to, and with a keybind you bring that window into your viewport. But this has, in my opinion, one disadvantage, is that the windows in the background are not reachable anymore. You cannot access the windows in the background, and this is not what I need. What I want to implement is a window which can contain content that helps me in the current setup. And that's why I have invented something new. It's called Sidepad. Let's activate the Sidepad. I click here on the sidebar and you see here Sidepad. And when I toggle this on, you see that the Sidepad has been initialized. You see this now here in that frame on the left side, the window frame, which shows the Sidepad, the right side of the Sidepad. And you can bring it into the viewport with super key control right arrow key. And here is now the kitty in the Sidepad. I can hide it again with super key control left key, right key, left key. Yeah, so this is working. And if you need a bit of a bigger Sidepad, you can do this as well. Let's hide it, let's open it, and let's click again super key control right key to get a bigger view here of the window. So and then you can of course open more windows in the background and everything is accessible. Yeah, and if you don't need the right Sidepad anymore, click super key shift left key. Yeah, so you can do something here, you can do something there, so everything is possible. So and now let's think one step further. Let's close it, let's close it. The configuration comes with several setups. When you click here on the settings icon next to Sidepad, select Sidepad, you see that the Dotfiles are chipped with 3 configurations. A configuration with Kitty, a configuration with Firefox, for example. Let's select Firefox. And the current Sidepad with Kitty will be closed, and here is Firefox. Same feature. Right click, it opens. Left it closes. Open again brings to the browser to a wider version. In here, for example, you can then use an AI agent. Yeah, for example, Gemini in that window. This is possible. What you can also do is to use an AI agent directly, an app. And here's a configuration also for Newell. Newell is a nice AI agent that you can integrate into your desktop. Let's select this. And the Sidepad will be initialized with Newell. And here's Newell. Yeah, where you can start a new chat. What is Hyprland? I have here Google Gemini connected to Newell, and you have here an AI agent always on your side. Yeah, let's close it again. Open again, wider version, and bring it back. So this is a very helpful feature, especially if you develop something. So you can open here, for example, Visual Studio Code. You can work here on your scripts, and if you need support, super key, control right, and you have the Sidepad with an AI agent available. And you can copy and paste information from the Sidepad into your editor. It is documented on the My Linux for Work website for the Dotfiles in the section Usage, and here is Sidepad. This is a new idea that I'm working on currently. It is for me very helpful, and that's why I've integrated already in this release, but it's still under development, and more features will come soon. The next new feature is the support of fish shell. So when you go to Welcome, the Welcome app, and select here System and change shell, you see that now also the fish shell is available as an option. It's possible that you have to install the fish shell manually for your distribution, and then you can switch the shell, and after a reboot you have all the features of the fish shell available for your system. What you can also now do is with a new focus script. So if you have many applications open, let's open here a browser, let's open there a browser, and you have lost the focus and you're looking for that window, you can click on Control Tab. And then you have here an overview of all opened windows. For example, here is the window with the Sidepad information, CHAs in Sidepad. Let's open that, and you see here already the terminal. Control Tab. Switch to Firefox where the Sidepad page is open. Here it is. The update to the new version 2.9.9.1 is very easy with the Dotfiles installer. Yeah, one of the big benefits of the overall new installation method. Here's the Dotfiles installer, and you see here at the bottom all available and installed configurations on your system. You see, I have a lot of installations. I have my development installation, but also in parallel available the rolling release. And if you want to update here the rolling release, you can click here on the update button, download the Dotfiles, and it's always recommended that you execute the setup script. You can copy, you can open a terminal and paste the command in and click on return, and then we can start the update. Then, of course, the most of the packages are already there. It's just another check and the apps, and that's already it. Yeah, so an update of the packages just takes a few seconds. Then you can close the terminal and can here proceed with next. You can create the backup from your existing configuration. What you can do is to restore your current configuration, your current settings of the Dotfiles into the new installation. But you can also force, of course, to reset this. You can toggle here the button, but I suggest that you keep the keyboard configuration. Then you can click on next. If you have configurations, customizations already done with the Dotfiles, you can protect the folder just by selecting, for example, here Kitty. Yeah, with that, this will now protect the folder .config kitty from overriding, and you can click on next, and then you can activate and install the Dotfiles. Install and activate now, and it's there. When you click on done, you will see that the rolling release is now the active configuration on your system. The nice thing here is that you can install several configurations in parallel. Yeah, so that means let's go here to the Dotfiles homepage and select here the stable release. go back to the Dotfiles installer, load that new configuration, the Dotfiles stable. This is the stable release. It's still the 2.9.9. You can download and you can just install it in parallel. Next, here is no backup available because it's the first installation of the stable release. Click on next. You can change some of the settings. Next. And I will disable the activation now because I want to stay in the rolling release. And when I click here on install now, update, you see that the rolling release is still active, but here now in parallel the stable release. And if you want to activate this at any time, you can click here on activate. If you want to see if an update is available, you can click here and then check for updates. No updates found because it's for me the latest release of the rolling release, the 2.9.9.1. And that's it, the version 2.9.9.1 of the My Linux Work Dotfiles for Hyprland, with a lot of new features, with many bug fixes and improvements in the background. More features will come in the future in upcoming versions. I will keep you posted on YouTube with new videos, but I will also go a bit deeper into the features, how I have implemented, how I have scripted the features on the My Linux Work Dotfiles to explain it a bit more in depth. And with that, see you next time.